All right, after they had finished hauling in their catch, the dories would come back to the schooner in order to offload. And here we have a dory coming in at the Dorothy G. Snow in March 1914. Seas are not that heavy, but you can see that the dory is heavy laden and the waves are coming almost up to the gunwale. The dory comes in close to the schooner and the two dory mates are getting ready to pitch the fish out, and then here we see them pitching the fish out. When they did so, there were two ways that you could get paid. One way you would get paid is by shares, and that is simply at the end of the voyage they would divide up the profit from the catch. But the other way they would do it, and often, I think was more often the case, is that they would do it by the count, and that is as you came in and threw up each fish, somebody would count off. And so you would have, as the dory mates were throwing up their fish, someone would count off the fish that they were bringing in, and that's the way they would get paid. The more you caught, the more you got paid. And here you have, Wallace simply calls this St. Lawrence codfish. This one was actually taken in the Gulf of St. Lawrence, and you can see that the pen boards go in between the cabin and the gunwale along the side of the vessel, and they simply store the fish there. That is, you won't see too many codfish that size anymore today. And then at the end of the day, usually after they had made 2 or 3 sets, the crew would come in and that they would then have to gut the fish, take off the head, cut out the viscera, throw it overside, and then it would have to be laid down in the hold and it would have to be cased in ice in order not to spoil. So that's what they're doing here. Here we have another image of Wallace. Wallace is moving some very large halibut around the deck in order to ensure the stability actually of the vessel. And here you have a deck of halibut. Each one of those halibut is probably 100 to 200 pounds. Very rare that you would see such halibut again today. And then this last image is of a 300-pound halibut caught in the Gulf of St. Lawrence. Everybody likes to catch the biggest fish. They did then, they do now. I've got the biggest fish, 300 pounds, so they take a photograph, a special one of it. But in fact, this is not the most valuable fish to catch. A 300-pound halibut is not as valuable, generally speaking, as one of about 100 pounds. And the reason is fairly simple. The fillet from a 300-pound halibut is simply so large that it's almost unmarketable. I mean, it would fill your dinner table, just one fillet from this. So they're taking this photograph, but often what they were seeking was something more in the range of 100 pounds. And again, all of this fish would have to be cleaned, gutted, iced in the hold, and then your challenge is to get it back to market as quickly as possible before any of it spoils. The faster, the better the price when you get back.